What's up, y'all? Sean here. So today we have got the DJI goggles, DJI controller, and over there we've got the DJI FPV drone. I'm not going to show you it right now because we're going to talk about that in another video, what comes with it, all that kind of good stuff. So I come from camera drones. I come from drones that shoot video, that shoot photography, that have GPS hold, that return to home, that have smart batteries in them. I tried to go down this journey last year in FPV, and I got a lot of things wrong, and I wasted a lot of money, and I realized that it was not the hobby for me. But what I really liked about it was being able to see through the bird while I'm flying it, and I really enjoyed the cinematic type view that I got. I've tried to pull that off with my DJI Air 2S, but it didn't really work out. Okay, just because the Air 2S goes immediately, goes dramatically into horizon mode. So I wanted to get the DJI FPV drone for several reasons. For me, it's a great hybrid for guys like me that don't want to spend a lot of time and a lot of energy learning how to keep a drone in the air. I just want it to stay in the air, okay? And I want to tell it to where to go. I just don't want to be in full control all the time. It's kind of like the difference for me, it's the difference between automatic and standard transmission. Some people live to drive standard transmissions because they have full control over their vehicle. Me, I want to drive to work. I want to drive to Freddy's and get a cheeseburger, and then I want to come back home. I don't want to sit in traffic and have to deal with the clutch all the time. Same here, I don't want to deal with the throttle all the time. I want to be able to let go of the throttle and my drone to hold where it is. Okay, so that's why for me the DJI FPV drone is perfect. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are scared to go FPV because they're afraid their drone's going to drop out of the sky. The DJI FPV has the ability to drop out of the sky. You can put it in full manual mode and you can do flips and spirals, and you can turn the throttle off and have it fall down and then turn the throttle back on right before you hit the ground. You can do all those things with this drone. I will probably never do that with this drone just because that's not what I'm in. I'm not in it for the thrill. I'm in it to see what I can get out of this drone. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fly this drone without goggles. I want to see how it takes off. I want to see how fast it is. I want to see how it takes turns. I want to see how it banks. I want to see how it hovers. We're going to do all that goggles off. Then we're going to put the goggles on, and then we're going to fly until the battery dies. All right. So yeah, let's get into it, y'all. All right, so I've taken it off of the ground. The first couple tries getting it off of the ground were kind of a struggle for me because I would hit, I turned the motors on and I hit the throttle and it went up a little bit, but it was like it looked like it was going to do a flip. Every time I took off, I tried maybe 3 or 4 attempts and it looked like it took off. And then I was on a table and I decided I'm going to get this thing as low to the ground because if it flips, it's not going to fall 2 or 3 feet. So I put it on the ground, and then I decided to just give it some throttle, give it a good kick. And it jumped up in the air and then it hovered. And that right there gave me a lot of confidence. Then I decided to fly it over in this kind of gully by my yard. So if it fell out of the sky, it wasn't going to hit anybody. It wasn't going to damage anybody's property. It would just be my fault. Okay. So I did that for a little while. You're going to get dizzy watching some of this footage because I am seeing what this thing can do. And mind you, I have not entered sport mode. And I don't think I'm going to enter sport mode at all today. So this entire flight is going to be in normal mode. But this video is to give you guys confidence to buy this drone. Even if you don't know how to fly FPV, you can fly this drone just like a regular drone. Okay. that was it, y'all. That was a really, really good flight. I'm super excited about this drone. That was so much fun. I've never seen my neighborhood from that perspective and be able to fly it like I'm flying a video game. I thought that was pretty awesome. I wish I could figure out how to get the telemetry from the goggles onto my video. If any of you guys know how to do that or can point me to another YouTuber that knows how to do that, put it down in the description and let me know. But overall, the flight was good. Several things that I loved about it. I was nervous about the return to home because sometimes the return to home altitude, only set to like 150 feet up in the air. The good thing about my neighborhood is 150 feet is above all of the houses and the trees and stuff. But I was happy to see that the return to home actually climbed, I think, up to 400 feet and then flew this way. Everything is in meters here, so I've got to switch that over to English because I think everything's still in China on my kit. But yeah, everything turned out really, really well. The couple things that I thought was weird: there's no takeoff or land button. There's a return to home button, but there's not a land button, so you actually have to pull the throttle down all the way in order to land it. So that's different than every other drone that I have. I just loved how the hover worked. I was way over there and I put the drone in hover, and it did the same thing that my DJI Air 2S does. It kind of jerked really, really hard and then hovered. I don't know what the video footage looks like, but I will say there's no stabilization while I'm flying, so you can watch the drone wiggle back and forth. But I have a feeling that there's stabilization in the video. You guys already know because you've already seen it. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos about the DJI FPV system, other drones, action cameras, and all that stuff. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Peace out.